How to live without the stress, especially without the spiritual stress. How to live a life full of wisdom, of clear thoughts. How to live in a spiritual, intelligent way to be able to remove from yourself anything that wants to destroy you. Dietrich Bonhoeffer said in a beautiful way that spiritually small law of thoughts can always be removed with bigger, good, intelligent thoughts. So since we are doing here evangelization and also hagiotherapy, let's say that it's important that as soon as you are under impact of a negative content, as soon as you feel that something is burning inside of you, when you feel nauseous, when you're getting mad, or then you don't see the purpose anymore in anything, what to do immediately is to move your thoughts from that negative thing that is tormenting you and to look at the things that are good, the things that are making you happy, that are bringing you joy and health. In other words, we can never fight against the negative thoughts. We can never fight against the evil and sin. But we always need to do good. We need to return to the things that are positive. We always need to look at health. Many doctors are complaining that entire medicine is based on illness and not on the health. That we have thoroughly analyzed all the illness, we have studied it, we have deepened it, and we continue to cure illness, and that is not good. We should remove people from the illness. Because if the patient is focused at health, which the doctor is presenting to him and the reason for which he's in the hospital, he's already half cured. The worst thing is with the people who can't believe that they will be well. We know that there is a placebo effect, and it means when the patient believes to the doctor and to the medicine, he will be completely cured. It's said that 60% of illness can be cured in this way. Dr. Lipton, who is a neuroscientist, found out this in his research. But there is also a nocebo effect, and that means a fact we can harm ourselves. When you begin analyzing negative thoughts, what is not going well in your life, when you start looking on the things that are tormenting you, when you look at the people who are making you nervous, who are hurting you in any possible way and with whom you can't be, with whom you don't feel pleasant with, then you are creating nocebo effect. And that means that 60% of illness will come from that, because you were looking at the negative things. Let's remember that Jesus is saying don't resist to evil. And then when he say if somebody slaps you on one cheek, you turn him another one. If somebody is asking you for the coat, you should give him also the shirt. But he didn't want to say that we literally need to turn back the other cheek. He wanted to say something else. If you agree that somebody can hit you, if you agree to be frustrated, to be hurt, and if you also want to take revenge, you're done. You fall into the evil, you are ill, and you have destroyed yourself. However, if somebody slaps you and you smile, you make a joke out of it, or you reply in a positive way, okay, let's do like that. He will see how you smile and he will suffer because he couldn't hurt you. Because physical hit is not difficult. It doesn't hurt so much. Hit and the slap in the face don't hurt so much. But the fact that somebody wanted to hit you, that's what's hurting. That somebody is behaving like that against you. And this is what is making a depressive person out of you. So I want to point out first step, the first medicine, the first cure from all the negative thoughts, happening, events, experiences, is to always immediately look for something good. immediately look to the depths in yourself and you say to yourself, I know I'm the God's child, and the one who is attacking me will be doomed. Or if you just can't bear some person, if somebody was insulting your entire life, somebody comes to your home and you feel unpleasant entire evening because he's sitting there, then just think this: your depths love me. I know that in your depths there is something that is not agreeing with your evilness. Your evilness is like a wave that is above this depth, and they want to insult me. But there is God's seed in you. You have God's presence in yourself. And I know that presence love me. And I know there is something within you that loves me, even that outside it doesn't look like that. And you will see how you will immediately get better. Second medicine is this one. It's very important in these cases to tell yourself something that is so simple and it seems like a child medicine. It's this: just say to yourself, it will be okay. And remember that depression and all the physical disease, all the spiritual disease and physical disease, in 70% are coming from the spirit. They're all becoming in the spiritual part, in the part of our thoughts, in our words and our decision. And when I'm saying a word, it will be okay, I'm opposing to the thoughts, to the words, into the decision. It means only with words I can oppose. I think different thoughts if I think that it will be okay. And if I tell to myself that it will be okay, and if I decide to talk to myself, it will be okay for sure. It will be okay. It will be okay. I will be well. It will finish in a splendid way. You will see when you do that, you will have miracles. Because Jesus said your words will justify you and your words will condemn you. So nocebo and placebo effect, Jesus explained so easily. Your words are important. What you're saying is important. Just think what you say today in the morning, in the afternoon, during the lunch, this evening. Which words? The negative one. You listen them on the radio or on the TV. Dr. Colbert said we should all make diet from the media. When you could just, for a few days, not listen to the radio, not follow the news on the TV, you would see how much health would enter to your life. Because unfortunately our journalists don't know that there are also good news. They know just the bad one. If like some bus in the China, one wheel came off, for them it's a news. But if in our country 10 persons made new trucks, new buses, new cars, if somebody saved other lives, or if somebody jumps to the sea to save the person, this is not a news. If a beautiful child was born and the mother was brave to carry him, if some beautiful surgery was successful, we don't speak about that. We forgot how much negative news, our criminal news, the satanic news, and how much they kill a person. And just think, when we look at the TV and they say what will be today, good or bad prognosis. Will that kill us or it will be good? How will I feel mentally because of the weather? Those are also big nonsense. Because if you hear that tomorrow you need to feel negative, that your head will hurt, that you will be restless, then you also become like that. You are what you look. I want to say that we need to be reasonable and not let the things they're putting in public, all the viruses, all the bacteria, all the negative things, that we don't breathe that we don't take them to our heart. We are not depending on what kind of news there will be on the TV and about what the politicians will say. We are depending on you and me, on all the people who are fair, who go to work every day and to build great things. So the second medicine, the cure, use it well every time you wake up and you can't fall asleep. Just say, it will be okay, I will fall asleep eventually. It will be okay, or say, I'm already sleeping, and you will see the miracle. Our spiritual dimension is a prime dimension. It's a divine dimension. It's almighty dimension. And she makes the decision, not the body, not the psyche, but the spirit. The third medicine that I would recommend, and especially to our homeland defenders, and we are all some kind of fighters. Some of them were fighting and dying in the physical war, and the rest of us, we need to fight and battle in the spiritual war that is happening now. So we all need the same thing. What to do is to get yourself together. The worst thing that can happen to you is that you forget to be restless, and that you forget that you gave the most precious thing when you went to war for freedom, for another people, and that you are most valuable person in this country. And evil wants to ruin that for you. It wants to destroy it, throw it to the mud. And as soon as you remember, I know why I went there, and when you get yourself together and you collect all the reason why did you go and why did you give all of yourself, then you will become proud from the inside and courageous, and you will start walking around the house with the joy and said, yes, I did the best thing I could. I'm an important person in this country. So get yourself together. It means remind yourself, think about your childhood, collect all the moments that were good. Just remember. Collect all the moments like on a small pile, and then remember what was good for you yesterday, what was good today, and then collect all of that. Then remember that you live, that you're walking, that you're talking, you're listening to this program. Collect this on one place, and then you know that you're a child of God, that you're Catholic, that you were baptized, that you were made on God's picture, even though maybe you haven't been baptized. You know you have a divine courage in yourself. Collect all of these things in yourself. Collect them in one pile. And then you know that there is no death, that there is just a passage to even more beautiful life. And you will see that just this presence is a great force to fight the evil around us and inside of us. What we need in these days, in this world, in the globalization, and especially in Europe that is fighting against Christianity and the moral. What we need in this cynic world is wisdom. We need reason. We need to be present. Don't let others to break you, them and their thoughts and their words. Just smile and say, luckily God is running the world and not you. Luckily the good will win in the end and not the evil. Luckily the health has the final word and not the illness. Thanks God that death doesn't exist, but the life is getting longer since our life is immortal. And we can so easily help ourselves. We need so little. I need to admit that when something like that happens to me, when somebody tells me something bad or if something hurts me, I just say to myself, it will be good. It will be good for 5 minutes. I'm saying that to myself, and I'm another person. How could I be able to speak to you if I couldn't try this on myself daily and then tell it to you? Let's repeat now how to defeat the evil in these days, how to battle the dark, because Jesus is the light of the world. And he said, you are the light of the world, and the light is what is good. God is absolutely just good. He's just love, just forgiving. God is enjoying in forgiveness, and he's enjoying when he sees that you're not surrendering to evil. He enjoys when he sees that you don't surrender to the negative thoughts, negative events, to pain, to suffering. You are stronger. You're becoming stronger every day. Nobody can destroy you. And that's why it's beautiful that you exist. And you don't need to put an effort. Just because you exist, you are very precious. To make a summary. First we said what to do when you get under bad thoughts. When the bad thoughts are tying you up. Bad thoughts, emotion, events, your imagination. Just fight and look to something else, to something you love. For example, watch a football game in your imagination. Maybe you like to stand by the river or by the sea or something else. Look at that until you feel that the peace is entering inside of you. This is the first one. So immediately you fight, you look in a positive, you turn to the light. The second thing, we said to speak to yourself, it will be okay, it will be okay. Third, collect all of those things that are good in you, from the moment you were conceived until now, and for entire future. Collect, get into yourself, and remember that is you, your body, your soul. In every cell of your body is your spirit, and it's waiting to feed you with a warm, good and gentle thoughts, and you already won. And remember in every moment that God is your Father, and He's always inside of you. He's always inside of you. You're never alone. And remember that He gave you the angels that are protecting you, that Jesus gave you His mother, and that you have His mother. We have such a powerful tool against evil. So let's take today at least these 3 medicines of the good, of the light against dark and evil, and you will see how this program will be good for you.